No way. That's the pillow. Hello, friends. So, I have an interesting job today. I was asked to clean actually more than that, but I was asked to put in a bid to clean 2 rental properties. And so I'm going to go do those today. I hear they're pretty nasty, so we'll see. But I have the equipment, so what's the harm in doing that? So here we go. We're gonna go into this first place. We're only doing the inside of the house, and it's pretty good money. So if you want to know why I decided to at least put in a bid, that's why. So let's get started. I have my notebook and a pen, and I'm going to make all kinds of notes, and I'm going to take some pictures, and I'm going to share it with all of you guys. So let's get started. Mice. So the carpet is going to be replaced in this one because of this house had animal cats. So it's going to be recarpeted. What is that? Oh my. Oh, cats made their home up in there. So we're going to make some notes. And obviously there's going to be a lot of wiping out and cleaning of a lot of this kitchen stuff. Now, a little tidbit, I used to live in this house. I used to live in this house, no joke. 10 years ago is I moved in here for a short time until I got the house where I'm at now from my mother. So it's kind of sad for me to see this house in this condition, because when I moved into it and when I moved out of it, it was a beautiful little home. So obviously, these are going to have to be cleaned. The ones over the island are going to have to be cleaned. All the cabinets and cabinetry and all of that is going to have to be cleaned. The island is going to have to be cleaned. This floor in this kitchen was brand new when I moved in. So we'll see how that goes. I still think we can make it better, and then they can have the carpet people come in and put carpet down. But in order to do that, she wants those floors cleaned up. This is going to be crazy, but I think we can make it look a hell of a lot better than it looks now. So I'm going to make some notes, and then we are going to go to the next one. So stay tuned, because that one I hear is pretty interesting. So here we go. Okay. So I am at the second property, and we're going to go in and look at that. Now this one is not one that I've ever been in, and I hear it's pretty bad. They did get it cleaned out. It was a hoarder house is what they were calling it. And so we're going to go in and see. So let's get started. Oh my gosh. I am leaving that door open. Oh, gross. I am sticking to the floor. Oh my Lord. No way. That's the pillow. Lord have mercy. Wow. This is all dog poop. Oh my God. What did I get myself into? But I am going to say this. I am looking at what kind of a transformation can be made. Wow. That first one looked like a piece of cake compared to this one. How do people live like that? I have a dog and a cat, and it wasn't that hard to house train them, to potty train. How hard is that? So, I'm going to sit down and we're going to do some bidding or some quoting, estimating, whatever you want to call it. And I have these two plus 7 more. And that includes this one right here. Somebody died in that house. This one, I think the transformation, this second one, I think the transformation would be remarkable. But we'll see. So anyway, wow. Just wow. I am back here at home. I had a detail to do, so I went and took care of that. I did let her know that I would sit down, make some notes, go over everything, and then email her a quote so she could submit that to corporate. When you're dealing with something like this, which a lot of detailers would not even venture into something like this, but I have an ulterior motive, I guess you could say. I want the money. This is one of those situations where I am about the money. Not because I am usually that way, because you know darn well I'm not. Otherwise, the majority of my detailing would not be just the dealership. That is my motive for doing something like this, if their corporate office would approve me. Now, that's what I was going to say. When you're dealing with corporations, a lot of times the managers do not have the say-so. So what you have to do is submit your quote or your bid, and then the managers will submit it to their corporate offices. And a lot of times that can take a couple of weeks. So it will be a little bit before I know if I'm even going to have my offers accepted. And once I am accepted, if I'm accepted for the first 2 properties, then I am approved for the rest of the properties. So anyway, not to make this video any longer than it needs to be, but I really thought this would be an interesting video to make. I made some notes. On the first property, I made notes such as deep clean the cabinets, pulling the appliances out, mouse droppings, getting that tile cleaned up the best that we can. That flooring in that first one looks like wooden floor, but it is actually just a big piece of linoleum. I made some notes about the bathroom. That house is a 2-bed, 1-bath. It needs some extensive cleaning, especially with the steamer. Little notes such as the windows and the windowsills, making sure those are cleaned. And then I also put on my notes maybe a suggestion. I'm not sure where I'll put it yet on my bid paperwork, but I want to put carpet prep work. I would be willing to do that. Obviously, it would cost extra because it's going to be more time consuming. And then I kind of looked at and based how long it would take me to clean it in general. How long would it take me to do the job? And I figure it's going to take about 24 hours or 3 business days if you were to do an 8-hour day. The other thing that I did was I made a list of supplies that I would need. In that first property, there is no carpet. So I'm not actually worried about that. But the second property, it does have carpet. And I actually do believe that we can save those carpets. There was a little bit of mold in the first property, so I made little notes like that. Those are the kinds of things that you want to keep in mind if you're going to make a list and list out everything that you would have to do on the property. I will find a price per hour that I feel that this job is worth. I live in Kansas, so my cost of living is much lower than many states. So you're probably going to freak out at how much I might quote this. Now, what will be included in the price is insurance requirements. Their corporate office has insurance requirements. If I have to buy that insurance, they're going to have to pay for it. It's just going to have to be charged back to them. So I am going to start with about $40 an hour on this first property. I do think it's going to be relatively simple. I think the bathroom is probably going to be the hardest part to clean up, and the kitchen. Other than that, I think the rest of it's going to be a piece of cake. So we'll see what we're looking at on 2 different properties. Once my offer is accepted on those 2 properties, if corporate approves, then I'll be able to clean the other properties. And then we'll just have a little video series of me cleaning up these little properties and see what happens. So anyway, thanks for hanging out on my channel, guys. I sure do appreciate it. And until the next video, and if we hear word from corporate, I will let you know. We'll see you next time. Have a good one, everybody.